teachers do not speak English. Most of them do not speak English. At times, your teaching assistant might not even know a word of English, but that's the case. You'd have to teach these kids who are Chinese, who can't even say one single word of English. It's going to be difficult for you. So just bear in mind that when you come to China, or when you want to come to China, the first point to consider is that English is very, very scarce in China, with the exception of people who are in Beijing, who are in Shanghai, places, big places that they interact with foreigners on a daily basis. Then you can say that, I'm not saying that Chinese people do not speak English, but what I'm saying is that on a regular day, when you're outside or when you're in a kindy, when you're everywhere, it's very difficult to come by people, Chinese people who speak English. The vast majority of people you encounter on a daily basis do not speak English, either being your boss, being your teaching assistant, being the kids that you're teaching, being random people on the streets. It's very hard to come by a Chinese who speaks good English. If you really want to come to China, you should sit and consider the fact that you need to learn some basic Chinese. It's going to help your movement. It's going to make your things around very easy. Learn some basic Chinese, and you can get these applications on your phone before you even enter the country. At least you know 1 or 2 words that you can say. Applications like Facebook, that is one, not Facebook, Facebook, that's one. And applications like Badu Translator, you can get that app on the App Store. I don't know about Android users, but with iPhone, I think you can get it on the App Store. If you type inside translator, it's going to give you a lot of translators, and then you find the one you think you'll be convenient with, you download, and then you learn some basic Chinese before you get to China. The second point you need to consider is that you're going to teach parents, not kids. Oh my God. You're going to teach parents, not kids. Let me try and explain this. In most Chinese schools, if the parents enroll their kids for the English class, they sit right behind their kids when the class is going on. And the scary part is they're going to take out their phones and then they're going to take random videos of you. So you need to be alert whenever you are in class. So that's another factor to consider. If you want to come to China, just bear in mind that 247, some parents, it's very common in the training centers and places that do extremely English, strictly English class. We have parents sitting in the class. They're just at the back of the class, looking at you. Anything you're doing this, saying this, and then there's a camera on you, 247. So just keep that in mind. Let's hit on to the third point. Point number 3. There's nothing like corporal punishment in China. No, not in the kindy. You don't have the power to discipline any stuff like kneeling down, holding your ears, jump up, do this. No. So what you need to do, or what you need to consider, is that you're going to deny the person playing a game with you. We play games with them. And I was having a class and there was this particular kid who was disturbing, making my class very awful. So I decided to walk him out. I walked him out. We struggled. So I took him out and then I closed the door. As the class was going on, within 2-3 minutes, the school owner walked in with him again and then said he should sit down. And he called me outside and told me that in China, we don't do that to kids. You should find ways you can discipline them. You don't just do that. No caning, no corporal punishments like caning is a corporal punishment. No stuff like kneeling down, holding your ears, jump up, do this. No. So what you need to do, or what you need to consider, is that you're going to deny the person playing a game with you. Deny the fact that you're not going to pay attention to him. Yes. Don't pay attention to him disturbing. Other than that, you're going to land in serious trouble if you decide to cane somebody or do any severe punishment, that is a corporal punishment, to a kid in a kindy in China. Take note. Point number 4. I think we've all heard about the Great China War. Okay, so in China, applications like WhatsApp, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, a whole lot, talk about them. Just to mention a few, do not work in China. So if you are a teacher and you are coming to China, please psych yourself that all these things are going to be denied. All these things are not going to be with you throughout your time of stay. You get scared, huh? I'm lying. Okay, what I'm saying is that these applications are not allowed in China, but you'd have to use a VPN to be able to access the internet. Yes. With downloading videos on YouTube for your class, downloading songs to make your class interesting, you'd need a VPN that you can actually use to go on the internet and then do these stuff like the applications I mentioned. Last but not the least point I'm going to talk about is that be prepared that you're going to have a tough medical examination when you come to China and you want to work. I don't know about most schools, but with my school, this is my personal experience that I'm trying to share. I know a lot of people might go in their different ways. It depends on the kind of province you are, but this is my experience and I'm trying to share for people outside China to understand that when you want to get a school to teach, or when a school wants to employ you, they'll take you to the hospital. I've been doing this on a normal. Anytime I reopen school, I have to go to the hospital, get checked for hepatitis B, for HIV, for any kind of disease that is going to endanger the kids. They're not going to employ you. They're just going to cancel your contract. They're going to tell you, they bring up stories. And the funny part is that when they take you to the hospital or the medical center to get checked up, they are going to claim the results. You're not going to see. So they'll give you time. Like if you are supposed to have work, if you're supposed to start work on Monday and then you have the medicals on Friday, sometimes it's just a day. So on that Saturday, they'll go for the medicals and then they'll know what is inside. Meanwhile, other places, medical reports are confidential. But in China, no. Your boss is going to go to the hospital. He's going to get the medical form. Sorry, he's going to get the medical report. He's going to look inside and then see whatever is wrong with you. So supposing there's nothing wrong with you, you passed, you did this, then they call you on Monday to come and start work. So these are the 5 points you need to consider before you come to teach English in China. Know English, you're going to teach parents, corporal punishments, VPNs, and then medical checkups. Consider these 5 points before you come to China so that you might not be a new person when you arrive here. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button for more exclusive videos and click on the bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified when a video is dropped. Thanks so much for the support, and don't forget to share and leave a comment below on the kind of videos you want me to be doing concerning teaching and lifestyle in China. Thanks. Bye-bye.